What's up, Rare Candy viewers? It's your boy Zach here today, and we are back here with another deck video. I guess it's kind of like a deck profile and PTCGO playthrough. So today I wanted to go over Blacephalon Naganadel GX. It's a deck that I saw a lot of success with last season, and it's absolutely one of my favorite decks of all time. I took this deck. I won Collinsville Regional Championships with this last year. So we've kind of spruced it up with some Unified Minds cards. It's very similar to the list that came second at the World Championships. We had Shintaro Ito, came second at Henry Brands with this deck. So it's a great play going forward because it came second at Worlds, the same format that we're in right now. So if you're considering a deck for Atlantic City and you're not sure, Blacephalon is a great choice. We also have covered a lot of other videos on the channel, Abilities Art, Welder and Friends, Quagnag, some expanded stuff, so be sure to check out all of those on our Rare Candy channel. So let's just jump into this deck. So Blacephalon Naganadel, they have pretty cool synergy. The whole goal of this deck is to use Blacephalon. You want to get knockouts with Mind Blown, so you take any amount of fire energy attached to your Pokemon, and you can put them into the Lost Zone. It does 50 for each fire energy you put into the Lost Zone. We power that up with Pokemon like Naganadel, so we can attach basic energy cards from our discard pile. We can power it up with B-String, so if your opponent has 3 or 4 prize cards remaining, you search your deck for 2 basic energy cards, rip them, put them on an Ultra Beast, and we also have Welder, which can accelerate energies as well. So we accelerate energies, take prize cards quick and efficiently, and we also have some new tricks in the deck like Naganadel GX. You can use Ultra Conversion to discard Ultra Beast from your hand, and you can use Venom Shot to snipe onto the bench. I guess you could also use BS Energy Prism Star to use Injection GX. I haven't had that come up in any of the games, but for all we know, maybe it's going to come up in one of the games we see here today. So let's go over it. A lot of lists I see not playing the Ditto Prism Star nowadays. I kind of really like it, and the reason is because it allows us to have a 5th Poipole in the deck. We have Naganadels, 4 of those, 2 of the Nag GXs, so there's 6 evolution Pokemon, 4 of them evolve from Poipole. Why don't we have an extra out for it? I know we're not going to be able to ever get out all 6 and likely not getting out 5 evolutions in a game, but it does give us a higher chance of getting out 4 of them, which seems pretty good, because a lot of lists struggle to do that. Next up, Blacephalon. So you want to be using Mind Blown when you're about to knock out your opponent's Pokemon. Don't use Mind Blown not to knock out a Pokemon, so make sure you have the correct energy to use it. If you don't, you can always use Burst GX, which is also another way to power up energy, possibly. And we have Bursting Burn, which can do Burn and Confuse, and as we can see, special conditions lead to some interesting situations in the game. Heatran GX is a great out against decks like Gardevoir Sylveon that recently won the Sheffield Regional Championships in Europe, because they could put a Fairy Charm Ultra Beast and get around basically your entire deck. They might not have a Fairy Charm ability because there is no Fairy Charm Fire to get around Heatran GX, and it will allow you to jump back into the game. You can collect all your energies from Naganadel or Pokemon that you just B-String to and get them with Hot Burn, or use Steaming Stomp. That's a more efficient attack overall. We got Dedenne GX here, so just a little dump and draw. We're not attacking with it, but we're using it for Deadeye change. Mew to protect ourselves against other Naganadel GX or Pikarom decks. I know I've seen a couple Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, or whichever order they're ever named in that card. So many Pokemon in one card. This would help protect against Pokemon like that. Remember, this card does not protect against things that are effects of attacks, such as Espeon Deoxys GX Cross Division GX attack. Poipole, I think this is actually the best Poipole. You can see that we have access to the 3 different Poipoles. We got the Belt, the Eye Opener, and we got Spit Poison here. Spit Poison used to be my favorite one, and I've never been a fan of Eye Opener. In the metagame that we have right now, there's actually a lot of Malamar, and there's a lot of decks that do play Poipole, Quagnag, Blacephalon, Naganadel Control, Malamar, Poipole, and then there's Poipole Control as well. So with a Beast Energy Prism Star, you can use Belt for 40 and times 2 its weakness, or you can attach a Psychic Energy and go 2 Fire Energies with a Welder on the first turn and use Last Scene to knock out these Pokemon. None of the other Pokemon have access to that amount of damage, so I thoroughly recommend playing this one right now. As the metagame changes, we might change to the other Poipole. You can see I even picked up the 4 shiny Poipole online, and I'm not playing them right now. shows how good this one actually is. Nag, it's great for charging up to power up for Mind Blown. Turning Point's actually a super efficient attack in its own too against single prize card decks, because you could turn this deck into a single prize card deck very quickly and attack with Turning Point. With a Beast Energy Prism Star, you can hit for 110. You can hit for 190 if you're at 3 prize cards with that same Beast Energy Prism Star, or 160 is fair enough. Use double custom catchers, knock it into Dene, whatever you really need. Then we got this Pokemon. It's really hard to kind of figure out the place for it, but it's a great way to get around Reset Stamp. It's a great way to snipe one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, like a Dene GX, like we said. And Injection GX could be cool, but usually we're going to be using Hot Burn GX or using Burst GX. Remember, you can't use Hot Burn and Burst GX in the same game, so make sure you're choosing your GX attack wisely. That's usually why we're not using Injection GX. Next up, we got B-String. So once you're below on prize cards, you're at like 3-4 prize cards your opponent has remaining, you can use B-Strings. You want to gather up as many of these cards as possible, use them, power up all your Pokemon so you're set up for the remainder of the game. Kind of overpower and bully your opponent. We got Cherish Ball. So just searching for a GX, whether it's Blacephalon, Heatran, Naganadel GX, Dedenne GX, we got a lot of options here. We got Custom Catchers, so I only play 3 copies of this card, and that's just because we have Naganadel GX that can use Venom Shot to snipe. I think we only want to try to get off 1 Custom Catcher, because usually we'll end up discarding one anyways early on in the game. We got Mysterious Treasure here, so we could search out any of our Naganadel line, our Mew. Pretty cool there. We got Reset Stamp, so if things go a little bit wrong, we can reset stamp our opponent into a low amount of cards in their hands. Heat Factory, pretty typical dump and draw. Most fire type decks will run this card, and it can get energies in the discard pile for charging up. We got Ultra Space here. It can search out any of our Ultra Beasts, so it's a great free search. Got 4 copies of Cynthia, pretty simple. Couple copies of Lily, and if you don't want to play Lily, you have a lot of choices. Whether you want to go for Sabrina's Suggestion, which is an interesting one. So I'll pull that card up just in case. If I want to type properly, that'd be really, really cool. Sabrina's Suggestion. So your opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a supported card you find there and use this as effective to that attack. Or you could go Bill's Analysis. Right here. So you can look at the top 7 cards, grab some trainer cards, B-string, stuff like that. You want to know what? I'm probably going to switch the Lilies off for that because they're not really great later on in the game. So we'll go to Bills, actually. So we got the copies of Bills, and we got Welder. Probably the best card we have in the standard format. Maybe even expanded. I haven't experimented too much with that format, but just attaching 2 fire energies and drawing 3 cards is absolutely amazing. Moving into the energies, great to power up a beast, an Ultra Beast Pokemon to do extra damage. Counts as any energy, so it's kind of a 100% we should play this. Got a bunch of fires, and we got a single Psychic. And you can use B-String to get a Psychic out of the deck to attach to this Pokemon, and you can use Charging Up to get that Psychic energy back. So if it does find its way into the discard pile, or if you're thinking if you could attach it to the Naganadel GX, those are both possible plays. Just remember, you don't want to attach a Psychic to your Blacephalon GX, and you really want to save it for Venom Shot. So that's what we got for the list. Be sure to take a screenshot of it if you're really interested in it. It's a pretty plain and simple list, but it really, really, really works. So we'll play a couple games with the deck and see exactly how well it goes. And yeah, let's just jump into those games right now. Okay, so it shows that I'm the advantage player against 27 Explosions. So I don't know who you are, 27 Explosions. If you watch this video, be sure to leave a comment on YouTube saying what's up. Let me know exactly what's going on this side. I think I'm playing against Abilities Art here, which I'm not necessarily think is favored, but I'm okay with this start. Got the Welder, the Beast Energy Prism Star. So we'll start with the Blounds. Hopefully they don't start with Feeny. That's something that we can always be scared of in this format. And I want to put Poipole down as well, so we're chilling on that. We started with Marshadow. Maybe they're playing Mewtwo Mew, which is a very favorite matchup for this deck. Blacephalon does have some pretty good matchups in this format. Okay, there's an Acrobike. If they discard some random Tech GX Pokemon, we know we're playing against Mewtwo Mew. So Pokegear seems like it's Mewtwo Mew, but it could also just be Abilities Art with a Marshadow teched into it. If they don't get a Pokemon, they're gonna lose here. Like, first turn knockout, mind blown. Please pass, please pass. Give us the, okay, the Giant Hearth is great for us. We can get a Fire Energy into our discard pile to power up with Naganadels charging up. And we get 2 energies for our Welder. Maybe they're just gonna go Welder and attack with red, or to power up Red Knuckles or something like that. Maybe they're thinning cards out to so hopefully they don't lose. They're playing a little bit on the slow side, so I can't tell if they're just thinking on what to do, or it's probably gonna be a Mewtwo here. If it's a Mysterious Treasure. Yep, so we called it there. Okay, so Mewtwo Mew, if you don't know what it does, you can copy any GX or EX on your bench or in your discard pile. So this is a pretty good turn for them. We'll see exactly what they decide to do though. They're just using a custom catcher. Cool golden one. Oh, they're bringing up a Poipole on the first turn. And they're going the electromagnetic radar like Henry's list, although Henry's Worlds list did not play Mewtwo. I'm not a huge fan of the electromagnetic radar in the deck. I understand that it's a great way to get Pokemon in the discard pile and search for a Dedenne. But I think that extra energy in the deck, our energy recycle system Fire Crystal, is very good. That's a good turn for the deck. Maybe not as good as what we have. So let's go Giant Hearth, discard a Fire Energy. Let me see what we have. So we have 2. We have 1, 10, 12, 13. So we have 1 Fire Energy prized. We have a Naganadel prized. Do we see the Mew in there? We do have the Mew in there. Cool. We have a Mysterious Treasure prized. So there's 2. Bill's prize, there's 3. Welder prize, there's 4. And I'm sure there's got to be something else that we are missing here. Can't seem to find it. It's probably just an insert random trainer card here. Do we have reset stamp? Yeah. Okay, so there's our Fire Energies. Whatever, let's go for let's go Welder onto this Poipole. Put another Poipole down. That can go down. No, we can't really get the attack off the way that I want to get the attack off. I'm still fine with that. Let's just go for retreat into a Blacephalon. I don't want to use Burst GX because next turn I feel like I can get the knockout with Heatran. Yeah, because Burst GX doesn't matter at all right now. And we only have 1 Fire Energy prized anyways. So we'll see exactly how this ends up playing out. A little bit of a slow start, but they got a turn 1 Welder. Maybe they won't be able to get out of the active position. Looks like everything's going well for them so far. So maybe they'll load up that Mewtwo Mew one more time. And I guess that's Latios is being pitched for Giant Hearth. So I'm not really worried about them, about their GX attack. Please just power up that Mewtwo Mew. Please, 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 please. Okay, so they're powering up that Mewtwo Mew pretty well. Maybe they'll just put another one though. What are they pitching here? So they got Charizard GX, Naganadel GX, Mewtwo. Palpad, get back a couple Welders. How many fires do they have in their discard pile? 1. I really hope they just don't attach another energy and they just go for their GX attack with Charizard's Flare Blitz, the new promo from the Hidden Fates tin. I think that's probably what they're going to be doing. Oh, they're probably grabbing a Fire Energy to attach to this Mewtwo Mew. Okay. There's a Fire Energy and resetting hold, getting rid of our Giant Hurt, that's fine. That also means that they can't attack me with Red Knuckles. 300 damage, GX attack, flip, Flare Blitz, GX. Okay. There's Poipole, and we're on B-String turn. So let's go B-String onto Poipole. And I just want to double check because we still got 3 B-Strings left in there. Got a Beast Energy Prism Star because we don't want to waste that. So we have attached for our turn. And let's go to Dene GX. This might have backfired gross. One, two, three. Okay, so let's go. Mysterious Treasure away a Fire Energy. Okay. For a Naganadel. So we have that. We have B-String. So we have... So we have 6 energies, so we're at least getting the knockout. Can we make this turn better? I think we can. I think we go Cherish Ball for a Nag GX. And we try to draw in some more cards that we can use. Let's use Custom Catcher for 2 because we won't need that. Let's reset Stamp our opponent away, giving them a lesser hand. Let's use Ultra Conversion. We only want the 1 Neg GX out right now because we can utilize that Poipole. Let's use Ultra Space, getting another Blacephalon down. Blacephalon, Poipole. I don't want another Custom Catcher. I'm fine without it. So this turn took some reaching. There's another B-String. So a little bit of digging and wasting all of our Custom Catchers because now our other one's just going to be used for drawing. I'm going to go Retreat with the Beast Energy Prism Star because I don't think we need that to knock at a Mewtwo Mew. It sucks, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. That gives us the most energies because now next turn we can use Turning Point since we're gonna have 3 prize cards left to knock out their other Mewtwo Mew. And our hand's pretty good. So let's go Hot Burn GX, knockout, knockout. 1 prize card, that's a good one. 2 prize cards, that's okay. 3 prize cards. I'm actually completely fine with all of that. And let's see how our opponent promotes their turn. If they knock out our Heatran GX, we'll be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with attached 5, and then 6 if we get a Welder off. If they don't knock out our Heatran GX, we could probably just get another Blacephalon GX. So we'll see exactly what they go through with Cherish Ball here. There's a Reshizard. They've already used their GX attack. So the only attack that they can get a knockout with is if they use Magcargo GX. Actually, I don't... Yeah, they'd have to get Welder and Magcargo GX. That Giant Hearth is saving our butt right now, because they've already used their resetting hole as well. This is very good for our opponent though. Good comeback on their behalf. But will they be able to get the knockout is the question. If not, we just retreat and we win. Because we'd have 3, 4, 5... Okay. So let's try and win this game. Wait, we just have 3 prize cards left, right? They don't have a Jirachi in play. 3 prize cards left. They don't have a Jirachi in play. Let's go the more fun route. Let's go Turning Points. Let's go Attach. Charging up. Fire Energy. So I think we could have got the game no matter what. Turning Point, Knockout. Good game. That's how good the Blacephalon versus Mewtwo Mew matchup is. Very, very, very strong. So that shows exactly how much power this deck has. Even if you get nothing, you could always dig for something that you're looking for. So it looks here like we're playing against an all-fire deck. Creeping Fruit. What's up, Creeping Fruit? You don't seem that creeping to me. That's cringy for me just to say that, my bad. Yes, we'd love to go first. Going first right now is great. Maybe in the future with those Sword and Shield rules, we do not want to go first. We'll see exactly how that goes. So starting with the Poipole, hand's okay. We got Ultra Space. We can attach a Fire Energy to a Blacephalon. Hopefully we got Blacephalon in our deck. We'll be sure to check that out. And our opponent, oh, they're playing Green Zard. So this actually should be a pretty good matchup for us. Yes, we'll draw some extras. Oh, that didn't really change anything. Let's just go Ultra Space. We want to get out Blacephalon. Quick. And we can check through here. We see that we have Nag prized. We got Heatran GX prized. We have Cherish Ball prize, I believe. Custom Catcher prize, so that's 4. We got a Bills prize, that's 5. We've got a Welder prize, I believe that's 6. I think there's actually an extra fire in there, so I got something wrong. Oh, it's the Nag instead of the fire. We got Nag in our hand, I missed that. So we got that. And let's see what Cynthia does. We always want to attach the Blacephalon to the bench, because Poipole, if I discard an energy, we can kind of get that free retreat rolling. Depending on how next turn goes, we're probably just going to go Dedenne GX and discard this hand. So we'll go ahead and pass here. We don't want to let our opponent know what we have going on. If we grab the Dedenne, maybe they'd go right for a Power Plant, because if they are playing Reshizard, Green Zard that is, there's a good chance that they're going to go Power Plant against us. Okay, so they got a Reshizard, Fire Energy. Hopefully they don't have a supporter. Okay, they got a Greens. Now, if I assume what they're going to grab, they're probably going to grab a Welder and probably a way to grab Fire Energies, unless they already have those in their hands. Okay, so they probably have a Welder in their hands, and they're going to go for Flare Starter here. Probably all 3 to the Reshizard. Okay, cool. So we're going to go Ultra Space, and we're going to get out a Nag GX. So this is going to help us make sure that we have all of our resources available. If they were to go to reset stamp us, we are not in a bad spot at all. And let's go Cherish Ball. We want to get those Fire Energies into our discard pile. But first, we could probably just attach an energy over to this Blacephalon GX. Or actually, let's just attach to this Naganadel GX. I'm going to go for a Burst GX this turn, I think. So there we go, Dedenne. Rest in peace, Beast Ring. We did get a Welder. Okay, you wanna know what? This is actually pretty good. There's no point of us playing down any other Pokemon. So let's just go Welder. 2 fires there. You wanna know what? This seems pretty good. I'm going to go Cherish Ball, grab a Blacephalon, so we're ready for next turn. And let's pitch one of these Poibles away, because we won't even have room to play the other one down on our bench. Okay, you wanna know what? This seems great. Let's go charging up. There's a Fire Energy. Let's go retreat, and you wanna know what? We have a lot of energies in play, so let's just go Mind Blown. 1, 2, 3 off the active because we have the Welder in our hands. So we still have access. We're gonna let our opponent attack us, hopefully with Flare Strike this turn. But maybe they'll go for Turbo Blaze GX. Next turn is very possible that we get the knockout because we can attach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies easily enough. So we'll see exactly what our opponent does here. So we have 2 energies in our discard pile. We have 3 energies, and they're gonna go with another Reshi down on the bench. So maybe they'll grab the Welder. Discarded a Heat Factory, good stuff. And they gotta know that we're ready for this knockout. At least I hope they know that we're ready. It'd be really nice, really nice for them not to have a Welder. Perfect, Green's Exploration. They're probably gonna grab Welder Reset Stamp, Power Plant Reset Stamp. Okay, well if they do go for the Reset Stamp this turn, I'm completely fine with it. That's a mistake they probably should attach to the bench because they're about to lose all their energies next turn if we get a half decent hand. Okay, we got a Beast Ring. That's step 1. So we're gonna go with this Blacephalon GX in the active position because we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're really only 1 Pokemon away from getting a knockout here. And that's an egg. Okay, let's just get handed to it. There's that. We could charge up our Nag GX on the bench. We could charge up our Nadedene, and let's go for a Cynthia. Reset Stamping when your opponent has 5 cards in their hand isn't really the greatest. Okay, so we got this. Seems like we're in a pretty great spot. There's no point of going... we could actually go for Reset Stamp here. Because our opponent grabbed other cards, and they have 7 cards in their hand. We'd bring them to 4. And Green's decks do have a hard time against Reset Stamp. So let's go Reset Stamp there. And I'm fine just to go Mysterious Treasure. Away a Mysterious Treasure. And let's grab a Poiple because we could always get out a Naganadel next turn. Since the Custom Catcher is not going to matter and they're automatically going to send up a 3 prize card Pokemon, let's just go Custom Catcher again. And let's just waste the other one as well. So we've drawn through a bunch of cards in our decks. And let's go for Mind Blown. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I do not think that they're going to get a knockout next turn. They'd have to go for Welder, Fire, Fire, Fire off of a 4-card hand. Maybe I'm wrong and I'll lose the game over it. There's a Heatran GX, that's cool. If our opponent gets it, that was me completely making a mistake. Green's Exploration, so we know we're not getting knocked out this turn. Our opponent's probably going to go for maybe Reset Stamp again, if they have another one, and a Welder. We'll see exactly what they're going to grab. Fire Crystal Reset Stamp. Okay, so obviously they don't have any fire energies in their hand. Let's see what we get. Not the worst. That was a good top deck. Let's go Bills. We can go Heat Factory. And we can go Cynthia. Cynthia seems good for next turn. Okay, so let's go Heat Factory, which will allow us to have our Nag back in play. Did cost us an energy though. Let's discard this Nag. Charging up. So we got 3 energies there. Might as well grab another one. There's really no point of anything else to attach an energy to. Let's attach to Naganadel. I don't want to go for Burst GX because I want to keep Heatran GX in play as long as possible. And I don't think they have another reset stamp. So let's go Bursting Burn and see exactly if that's good. You can see that we're on the setup with the new computer. So PTCGO is still coming through with those. Now they can get around this with a mixed herbs, but I don't know if they have mixed herbs. Okay, so the Heat Factory is going to work a little bit for them. Let's just cross our fingers and hope they don't have mixed herbs. There's a Welder. Maybe they're trying to go for a greens. How many fire energies? Okay. See exactly how this plays out for them. Okay, so they're going right with the Welder. Maybe they have the mixed herbs. They're going through a lot here. Another Acrobike. Turns like this, their deck can sometimes take a long one. Please just flip for it. Please, please, please. Power plants. So they got the tails on the confusion. They're at, so basically we need to get 1 energy total. So let's go Ultra Space here. And when we go through with Ultra Space, we can see that we have 1 Beast Energy Prism Star left into the deck. I think we actually guarantee us winning this game here. So let's, I'm gonna go Bills to thin out some of the cards that we have in the deck. So let's go grab those 2. And now we have 6 cards left in our deck and 2 prize cards left. So we can go like this, Ultra Conversion, discarding this Nag. And if we don't get the Beast Energy Prism Star off this, we can go Nag GX. And we can go for Ultra Conversion again, so that we could draw out of our entire deck and get our last energy that we need to win the game. And then we could just go Mind Blown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the knockout, 280 damage. So the coin flip went a little bit in our favor that game, but it didn't seem like our opponent had much going on. And we did have that other fire energy prize. So good stuff all around there. Pretty clean cut game. Maybe our setup was a little bit, I might have taken a little risky, but I know what I'm doing with this deck, so I know the kind of the limitations. Probably could have played a little bit safer though. So colorless, grass, water. Not entirely sure what this deck could be, but I'm sure we'll find out really quickly. Okay. Let's see exactly what's going on here. You won the flip. Gladly would love to go first. This ain't bad at all. There's a Blacephalon. And let's see what our opponent does on their turn. Okay, no need to play down another Pokemon yet. they're playing a Mew. I don't really want to chance what we can do here. I want to play that down, and go for Cynthia to have a higher chance to get out Poipoles. I'm fine to pitch this entire hand. Got some things in there. Let's try to get some more Poipoles out. Got some Poipoles out, and we are ready to try to win this game as early as next turn, depending on what our opponent has. So we'll see exactly what they got going on over there. Ooh, a Rangaroo. I would have played this out probably a little bit different had I known they were playing this deck. So we'll see exactly what our opponent does here. Metal Energy on Guru, Steven's Resolve. This is a great turn to use Reset Stamp if you've ever asked me. They're probably not drawing a lot of prize cards, and they're probably grabbing exactly what they want. Okay, let's go Cherish Ball. Let's grab a card out of our deck. Welder. Doing that. Let's go Cherish Ball. Let's grab another card that we won't need, like Blacephalon GX. Let's go Ultra Space, grab another card. Playful seems good. Let's use Ultra Conversion and try to get another Fire Energy. Okay, Reset Stamp that away. Let's go Charging Up. And I would have played this matchup out completely different, probably focusing only on the Naganadels had I known I was playing against anything else. I always forget that we can run against stall decks in this on the PTCGO ladder. So we're going to discard 2 there. That's knocked out. And we'll see exactly what our opponent does here. Hopefully they just go pass or go resource management. Pokemon Fan Club, so we'll see what version of the deck they're running really quick. Pidgey. This is not great for us. This is actually a pretty poor position, I think. But that's okay. We'll see exactly what our opponent does. Probably just go resource management. Maybe their hand's not very good. Pokemon Fan Club Stevens Mew. Perfect. There's the Fire Energy that we were looking for. Let's go like this, and I'm going to save the Ultra Space until after. Let's just go for a Cynthia here. That would have been really cute to have Ultra Space, and since we don't need anything else, we could just not discard we could discard these with Ultra Conversion. Charging up. Charging up. We can knock out one of those Pidgeys. So there's a Pidgey there, and let's go Mind Blown. We're going to discard the 2 off the bench. So now we're 2 prize cards up. Okay, there's another prize card. We just want to be streamlining energies in this matchup. I'm assuming they're going to be playing Crushing Hammer against us. Okay, so they got 1 Pidgeotto, and we'll see exactly what they do. So they're already using Pidgeotto there. Please just go into resource management. Please, please, please. Kyogre. So no item cards from our hands, and they're going right into the Stevens Resolve. I wish we had another reset stand for that, to be honest. That'd be super cool. But so far we're doing pretty okay. So this might be Chirograno control. Okay, let's go Welder. Let's just load up to a different Pokemon like that. That will help us reduce some energies, and let's go Ultra Conversion. I think that's probably our last Ultra Conversion of the game right now. What a hand, right? I don't think there's nothing else, yeah. Okay, let's go Mind Blown. We'll save, we'll do like that. 2, that's a knockout, so there's our third prize card. So we're doing pretty okay prize card wise. Fire Energy is awesome. We have 6. Let's see what our opponent does here. So we'll see what Lieutenant Surge strategy is going to go for. So there's their second supporter. They're probably going to go for Pidgey, Ditto. Or Pidgey, Wurmple. Maybe there's been some, I want to see what Wurmple does. Okay, maybe they don't have a water energy. Steven's Resolve, okay. So they're trying to build us up into a situation where I think they bring up one of our Pokemon. We have Ultra Space in play, so we can always get around that. They might not have all the necessary resources to win this game. I want to start spreading my energies around a little bit, just so we have access. Okay, there's another Fire Energy. So let's go Welder. There's a Mysterious Treasure. I'm just gonna start wasting resources right now. We haven't attached for our turn yet. I want to save that charging up. And let's go Mind Blown. You only have to discard 2. So looks like we should be able to win this game in 2 turns unless our opponent gets us into some crazy lock. Getting another Fire Energy there was very good for us, because their version of locking us is going reset stamping us to 2, and then controlling our top deck every single turn with Chip Ice Axe. Okay, there's another Lieutenant Surge's strategy. I don't know if we're going to grab that and what the Wurmple is going to do in this deck. It's really kind of crazy. There's a Wurmple and a Ditto. I feel like I've knocked out all their a lot of more resources. Okay. Okay. So they're gonna go Airmail a few times. They still have a large deck, so they might not be able to pull this lock off as tight as they want to. But they have been using Steven's Resolve. Okay. What are they gonna do? There's an energy. Okay, so I want to make it difficult for them to get the knockout. I want to go for the burst, I think. Actually it probably does the same thing no matter what. We only need to discard 1 off this Pokemon. How many Welders have we used? 3? Okay, there's a mysterious treasure. Let's go mysterious treasure, discarding one of these cards that we're not going to use. Let's just double check. We still have 2 more energies in there. So we're doing pretty good. We still got double charging up. And let's go fire energy onto a Nag GX, so that has retreat. And let's go for, we only have the 1 in there, right? Let's just go for a Mind Blown. And I don't think that they're going to be getting rid of anything, so let's just take away, just in case they have something weird, let's take away that. We are Burst GX away from winning this game. We streamline a prize card every single turn. Let's see exactly how this goes. I'm sure we're going to see what this Pokemon's going to evolve into the deck. There's a Mount Coronet so that they can have resources to discard. Pretty sure they have 2 metals in there at least. Yep. Let's see what they're going for. That's probably to use Jesse and James each turn for free. But they have used 2 lieutenants. And they have this Pidgeotto in the active position. I hope they don't realize that we can use Burst GX. Okay, that's probably going to be... yeah. I was going to say double Lieutenant Surge, but getting back to Stevens makes sense. This is so stressful, you can, honestly, it's crazy. I just don't know if this is the turn where they're going to go Reset Stamp, Jesse and James meet each turn. Paralyze and Poison. Oh, okay. I totally wasn't expecting that. Okay, so we can't get rid of the paralysis or anything like that. We don't play Tate and Liza, but they might not get out a Guru, which means they can't use those cards forever. Grimsley, Lieutenant Surge, Mullane. Looks like they're going to try to do this forever. This is actually a really cool deck. I just wish our opponent would make their actions a little bit quicker so the game is a little bit more lively for both of us. Okay. Reset Stamp, got it. We did get a Psychic Energy, so that's cool. Okay. What are they doing? Okay, we are under paralyzed. So I'm assuming our opponent's just going to drop a Dustox again. As long as they don't get out a Guru, we're pretty good. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they can use Grimsley Devolution Spray every single turn. And we would have 0 outs. We're going to be paralyzed again. Okay. Yep. And we'll see exactly. This game is crazy. It shows the type of block potential we might see at Atlantic City. What is that from? Lost Thunder. Lost Thunder had all the freakiest cards. There's the Cargano. I think they'll run out of resources well before this ever happens. Please, just let me use Burst GX. Please. It's so sad. It's right there. I could taste it. Oh, that's how they're looping it. I feel like they might be... Okay. We'll tell them that they have a good deck. Nothing that we can do except pass. Please knock us out. That'd be really cool. Are they gonna run out of resources though? Because they don't have a Guru in play. They can't use Mullane every single turn. Okay. We'll just end up in Naganadel after this, that's fine. We need more turns against this. We'll see if this is where an infinite loop happens, or maybe they're missing a card. They have Pal Pads. That is a second Pal Pad. I don't know how many Mullanes they run. This is, it's annoying to play against decks like this, but keep your cool. Your opponent can and will screw up. Blacephalon is weak here, so it's going to be at 170. They might deck themselves out too. There's that. Palpad, Mullane. Maybe they could loop with Palpad Mullane. They use Mullane to get back Palpad. To get back Mullane, Lieutenant Surge. To go Lieutenant Surge, Mullane, Palpad, Mullane. Nope, I don't know if that works. We're just gonna pass again, and we are going to be knocked out. B-String is activated now, even though we can't use B-String because of Frozen Lock. 30. Mullane, cool. How are they going to loop this for the rest of the game? So they're at 11 cards in deck. Ten cards in deck. 9 cards in deck. Okay, that's Frozen Lock. There's another devolution spray. All of my Pokemon are getting knocked out on the return. So sad. And if it's not, then they have the Grimsley. It's actually a really cool concept. Okay, let's go another Fire Energy down if necessary. Charging up. Charging up. Pass. Okay. So let's see what our opponent does here. Sure, this deck would struggle against some deck that could do... Oh, I guess healing would be prevented with Frozen Lock. I wonder if it will show me their deck list after this. Okay. 7 cards. I think they might, unless there's something I'm missing, I think they could run out of potential lock cards. Six cards left in deck. Paralyzed and poisoned again. Got it. Okay, Devolution Spray, that I believe that's their third one that they've played. I think it just hasn't hit the discard pile yet. Okay. Tenet Surge's strategy. Misty's favor. Cool. Faba Lieutenant Surge, Mullane. How many Lieutenant Surge do they play? Down to 4 cards left in deck. Is that another Palpad? How many Palpads are in there? 2? I think I might be able to feed them enough single prize card Pokemon. I wish I could use Heatran GX. Okay, that's knocked out. Let's send up this Naganadel. We have 5 cards left in deck. Four cards left in deck. 6 cards left in deck. Mullane and... Mullane? They're gonna Lieutenant Surge. Pidgeotto Airmail. Because they're gonna go Lieutenant Surge each turn. And they're gonna go Mullane to get back a Devolution Spray. Palpad for Mullane? Okay. There's a Dustox. Can't even reset stamp them even if we had reset stamp. There's a frozen lock. Okay, let's just pass. There's really not a lot that I think we can do in this game. They're going to do 30, 30 return, 30, 30 return. I think they have enough resources. They are down to 7 minutes left though. I think they're just gonna go for Pal Pad here. Oh, Devolution Spray. There's one, because they didn't play Lieutenant Surge, right? 1, 2 cards left in deck. Pidgeotto, 1 card left in deck. What else do they have? What are they gonna do? Dustox. So I'm paralyzed again. Evolution Spray. Got it. Shouldn't have put Mew down. I think the Mew is the part that's gonna really screw me over. Because they could go double Grimsley to it. There's a Pal Pad. Lieutenant Surge Mullane. How many Mullanes are in there? Cynthia. Don't think I have any outs at all anyways. Let's go pass, send up a Nag GX. I think they're gonna win the game in a few turns anyways. So this game is pretty much over. If I had any Pokemon that had a skateboard on this beforehand, oh, I guess I could play Faba. Their deck actually is well thought out. I actually really like this deck. I don't know how consistent it is. Devolution Spray. Got it. You wanna know what? I don't see any way that we're going to win this game. Well played. We're gonna concede. This game's over. It's been a loop for like past little bit. Nothing is changing. Alright everyone. I hope that you really enjoyed this video today. I know that I enjoyed playing these games. Some of these games are really cool and I love playing this deck. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite decks ever. So here's the list one more time. Again, if you haven't got a chance to it, make sure you take that screenshot right there, click, so you can have a copy to this list, whether you're going to Atlantic City, Cologne, or Campinas this weekend. I totally think that this deck is a great choice if you are a Blacephalon lover and you like quick and aggressive decks. So be sure to share this video, subscribe to the channel, and basically do all those good things. You could also consider becoming a patron by going to patreon.com/rarecandytcg. That would help us improve our channel very much, so we totally appreciate and love all the support. If you want, you can pick up some merch too. We got rarecandytcg.com, so check that out if there's anything that you like over there. As for me, I'm Zach Lesage. You can follow me on Twitter at ZLesagePokemon, and you can see exactly where I'm on my Pokemon journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully if you guys are going to Atlantic City, I get a chance to check you out there. If you see me there, be sure to come up and say hi. That's it for today, and yeah, have a great week. Thank you so much. Bye.